Everyone see lesson 4. Raise your hands if you see lesson 4. All right, excellent. All right, let's put our hands down. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, I'm waiting for one person to respond in the bridge deal, and we'll go ahead and award that winner today in this group. And we're going to talk about flight. So we don't have lab this week. We had lab last week. Just a heads up, the reminder of that, so you don't show up and there's no one there. We don't want that. So if we can, let's go ahead and talk what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about lesson 4 on a flight. We're going to talk about drag. We're going to talk drag versus airspeed versus drag and landing gear, flaps, airspeed versus drag with flaps and thinking about it that way, and then kinds of drag. All right, everyone. So remember, push and a pull, so magnitude and direction. And the last one we're looking now is at drag. So if you would, go to, we're going to use a different airplane we've been using. This will make it fun. You're going to use a King Air C909. So under general aviation, select the King Air C909. It's got retractable landing gear, which means the landing gear comes up. Let me click on this. And your airport's going to be different. So you're going to select KSEA Airport, aircraft, King Air C09, time of day, weather, clear. But your location, instead of on the runway, you're going to select runway 16, final approach 3 nautical miles. Pause it once you get to that point, all right? So I'll pull up my copy of X-Plane as well. Bear with me 1 second. While you guys get yours up, I'm going to get mine up right here. For some reason, my demo's flipping off, so which is weird to me, but we'll go ahead and run it like that. All right, so I'm going to do the King Air C09 AFB. In case you're wondering, look up here. Then we're going to go to this runway. We'll say, okay, fly with these options. And then I'm going to global map, and I'll show you. I'm going to come in and approach here in 1 moment. Just waiting on mine. I hope everybody else has been having a good day. You're waiting for the load up. Okay. If you hit Shift 8, you can see the airplane. It's a twin engine. Looks pretty sweet. All right. Then we're going to select runway airport. So we're going to go up here, location. Let's see here. Select global airport, select KSC, select runway 16. All right, let me go here. I want to make sure I'm doing it the same way we have here. Global airport. You could also go local map here. All right, and then we're going to hit runway 16. Final approach. Now we're ready to fly. So there we are on the airplane. Again, if I do Shift 8, I can see outside the airplane. Let me know when you're paused like this. All right, folks. Let me know once you're paused like that. Raise your hand. While this is going on, hey, Hannah, can you please send me a copy of your entire bridge? Screenshot the total costs. Take a moment if you would do that for me. You've got a score there. There's a couple of people. I have your score, but I don't have your, I need to see the screenshot of the bridge. Just the whole total score of the bridge, where you do the little calculator and it gives you the price of everything. Raise your hand too, guys. Once everybody's, I've got hands this, we got everybody set to there. All right. I'm going to look at my other mail from you. Okay, so I'll watch for your email, Hannah. I'm watching for your email. All right, now, if I go around, I'm looking at my airplane. What we're going to do is be looking at drag as well on this. All right, so we're going to look at this plane. We're going to look at the drag on it. So going back to here, so we're going to hit speed, landing gear deployment. Oops. We're going to look at speed and landing gear deployment, line 67. So this time, landing gear deployment. So when I go up here, I'm going to go to settings, data input, output, speed, and then 67, landing gear deployment. All right. Make sure everybody does that. I'm going to put your hands down. Let me do that. All right. Now fly for 3 seconds. Landing gear should be retracted. Observe the airspeed noted in your student handbook. Then press G to lower landing gear. Fly for level 3 seconds. What is airspeed now? What is your hypothesis for what did that? So just jot these down for now. So just get a sheet of paper, jot them down. I want you to fly 3 seconds. And let's repeat this a couple times and let's see what happens to the airplane. All right? I'll give you 7:15 now. Let's spend 7:20 to go ahead and do that. Liam, do you have a question? Let me look down here in questions. Who won the Reg contest? We're doing it right now. Hey, Aiden, make sure you've sent me your bridge. I've got everybody else's. Yeah, side. I never do what? Then, Cademan, you're not getting anything else out of this class. Okay, I'll get the settings. We're not on Edmodo anymore. We haven't been on Edmodo for a while, Aiden. Send it to Google Classroom, dude. Aiden, we haven't used Edmodo this semester, buddy. So go ahead and send me your score. Just send me it right now. Text it to me right here. Send it to me. All right. Aiden, what we want you to do, and for people who missed the early part of this just a second ago, go into X-Plane, go location, select Global Airport. You're going to select that King Air, and you're going to do final approach 3 nautical miles. And that's what you should see. As far as the airplane goes, settings, that file, quick flight setup. Let me see the reason why. I don't know why I have that not showing up. But you're going to select the King Air on that because I'm paused. It probably doesn't want to switch me over. But you're going to select the King Air. And I'll show you what that looks like. So go over here, select the King Air C90, select .acf. So I hope you're not just messing around. All right. It's supposed to be on Google Classroom. Aiden, or send me the score, dude. Okay, but please fly the plane I'm asking you to fly so you get results that are similar. Anybody else? Let's go. What's my email? You've sent it to me, youngengineersoftoday at gmail.com. Youngengineersoftoday at gmail.com. In this chat, Aiden, you're going to need to send it, or you can put it on Google Classroom, guys, both of you. Hannah and Aiden, go ahead and put it on Google Classroom right now as we're waiting on you. Just go into Google Classroom and put both things. Make sure it's the complete score so I see the whole score. All right. Now, everybody else can practice while flying. So we're going on the runway. Make sure you've done these settings. Observe what your airspeed does once the landing gear is deployed. Fly it level. So when you're doing this, so if you look out at this plane, my landing gear is up. I don't see any of the landing gear right now. Or just let's make sure it's up. See the landing gear is going down? Now I'm going to bring it up. Fly the plane level. Like 3 seconds. See what your airspeed's doing. Now put the landing gear down. Senator Chris McGinn. All right, I'll look it over there. Let me look it up that way then. Thank you. Okay, you're at 260 total there. Wait a minute. That's Aiden, that's under let me look in here. Let me pull this back up. While doing that, let's go back here because I want to make sure I got everybody. I'm looking yours over under Chris McGinn. Chris. I have Michaels. I have Jack Calders. Aiden, I don't have yours on there, buddy. Just post it right now, okay? Yeah, I understand Aiden is that. Aiden, you got to give a separate one. I see that's Cademan's. No, I don't want a picture. Oh, let me see. Hannah, can you show me with the calculator, the shot with the calculator? Okay, Hannah? Aiden, what was your score? I'll download. Let me see if I can get this to download. Okay. Let's see. Hannah, I can't read yours. And yours was 185.46. All right. Hannah, I have yours listed at 120, 144. That was the total price of the bridge. What was yours listed? Wait a minute. Calder, yours wasn't 113. Calder, your total cost of your bridge was $289,000. Well, I mean, I gotta use the one you turned in. Yes, and the bridge does have to work. Yeah, both. Hannah actually had the lowest one once she sees the screen. If not, it is caveman. So Hannah, what I need is, I need to be able to see your total bridge, Hannah. I'm going over here to get this. I'm going to go on to the next thing here. I'll have, yeah. She's got one at 224. I just need to see a screenshot that I can read, and then I'll confirm we'll be all set. I think she's got you on that one, guys. I think Hannah's won, but she's got to show me. All right, now everybody else, let's go back to these airplanes. Sorry that we've taken some time on this, but I was trying to get everybody resolved on that. What happened on the landing gear? The airspeed should have gone lower after you deployed the landing gear. You dropped the landing gear down. What caused that? Well, I'm hoping you realize it was the landing gear was creating drag. Drag is the resistance of you moving through the air or through liquid. All right? Now, the way to think of that is when you go to the beach, you run through the beach. If you get waist high in water, it'll slow you down. Run outside the badge. Okay, Aiden, what was your... Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Let's just finish up this bridge thing so we get back to teaching this. What was your score, Aiden? Did you send it to Young Engineers of Today? Aiden, what was your score? Okay, Aiden, you sent it to Young Engineers of Today. I'm looking in my email right now on another computer. I don't see it there. Let me see. Aiden, what was your total score, dude? Did that include the bottom as well, Aiden? Send me the calculator shot that has everything in it, okay, bud? I got to see it. It's just like Hannah's, yours the same way. And I'll tell you what, you two see me after class, but you got to send it to Young Engineers of Today at gmail.com. It's got to be the complete score on it. If you don't include everything, it'll be in the 180s. I want to make sure that we have everything on this, okay? I want to be very fair to everyone involved. But for now, then, send me that. Let me see. You said you sent it to me. Hannah, did you send it over to me? Let me look over here, see if she's posted it. Okay. For whatever reason, Aiden, you and Hannah will need to reach out to me tonight, okay? Well, you may want to win it right now, okay, man, but you know what? Trying to teach class, bud. Just bear with us. I'm gonna get us through enough of this. You guys are gonna practice flying, and then I will work with Cade, man, with Aiden and Hannah, and make sure we're set to go on this. All right. Landing and plane. Let's get back to it. So there's two types of drag then. We were slowing the plane down by dropping the landing gear of the airplane down. That was called what's called parasitic drag. Another form of drag when flying an airplane is induced drag. That's created by the lift of the airplane. So we're looking at parasitic drag and it's slowing us down. All right. One magical thing we do with drag is we're going to also use something called flaps. Flaps does two things. It slows us down, all right, which is great for landing an airplane. But it also, remember we said lift is related to airspeed. So why doesn't the plane stall and fall out of the eye? All right. Listen up, guys. There. If you drop your airspeed, and that's all you did, you would stall, as you started to learn a little bit about lift and stalling last time. So we increase the wing, which slows the airplane down, but it also increased lift. That's the magical thing about flaps. So there it is. Here's a normal wing. When you extend it, you make the flaps, the wing is actually longer, which creates more drag, but it also increases the amount of lift. All right. So let's go on to the next one. So this next time you're going to do the same thing, except now you're going to add trim flaps, brakes, wing lift, and wing drag. So we're going to go back to flying it again. What I want you to do is you're going to do speeds like you did, then line 13, 92, and 93. Line 13, 92, 93. So let's go back up here. All right. Line 13, 92, 93. Now, let's go ahead and see what happens as we deploy our landing gear. So that should show right up there. There they all are. Okay. You have flaps up and flaps down on this plane. Use 1 and 2 on your keyboard to raise or lower your flaps. All right, so 1 and 2 on your keyboard to raise. 1 raises it, keeps going up a notch, 2 down on it. You can see it over here on the airplane. Fly it a couple times and answer these. When you deploy your lower flaps, what does the drag do? What does the airspeed do? What does lift do? All right? Please take a moment to answer these questions. Let's fly it. All right. I've got Hannah. She is the leader at 224 right now. Aiden, you have to put up, just look on the screen flow. That's a screenshot I've got to see with the calculator and everything on it, bud. We got to have, all right? Just trying to be fair to everybody. Hannah just put hers up. It's 224. It's clearly there. She submitted it last week, so all she's giving me that score. Aiden, you said yours was 186. I want to make sure it's the entire score. Because I've had other people say it's 186, and you go look at it, and it's not, they didn't include everything. So it's the only way to be fair to everybody. And the bridge should work. All right. Again, you're going to fly this. Flying this straight just like that. So I'm hitting 2. I'm fully deploying my flaps. You can see it right there. Then when I hit 1, fly for a few seconds, the flaps fully deployed. I hit 1 again, the flaps retract. All right. If I use my, over here, you can see that the flaps, there's your landing gear control. Let me see if I can get this. If I do 1 full up, but if I go, see how it flaps, the little dial here is going down. Can't see it on my screen, but they're fully deployed right now. I'm starting to stall, so you watch. Fly at level with both times. Do it a couple times. All right. Go ahead. At 7, we'll do it for a few more minutes here. Okay, folks, when you've flown it a couple times, look at your graph and see if you can answer those questions. All right, gear. Oh, I must have clicked in the wrong data set. Did I? Ah. Somehow I hit the wrong data set. I got to redo mine. Aiden. No. Here you go, bud. No, you would think so. Here, I just sent it to you, Aiden. Please send it there. Yeah, we only use that email for webinars. Good guess, but we only use it for those webinars. All right, so I've got these speeds. Let me go ahead and fly my airplane again a little bit. I'm going to pause it. What? Wait a minute. There's speeds. Landing gear deployment. All right, why is it not? Wing 2. Oh, I think I know I've got the wrong ones. There we go. Not sweep. That's what I meant. Don't care about landing gear. There we go. Flaps are at 0, 0. Now if I hit the flaps to 2, they increase. Bring it back up. Again, try to flat level back and forth that way. Okay. All right. Aiden did send this in earlier on the Chantel McQueen, and it was in last week. And Aiden won, and Aiden it does hold. So just show me a shot of the bridge over, and you've got it, bud. Aiden's coming in here at 180. He's at 185. He's at 185, 436. What was yours, Cademan? Yeah, it was 260. Just send me that screenshot, Aiden. You're good to go. So Hannah was second, Cademan was third, but Aiden was first. But it has to hold, right, bud? Does that bridge hold? Yeah, yours 260. So she had you beat. Anyway, Hannah had you beat. Aiden did send me this earlier. It was March. I sent it now, March 19th. But he did send me this score earlier on Google Classroom. I just need a screenshot of the picture. Then I need a picture of the screenshot, and you're good to go, bud. Looks like we have a winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, Aiden. All right. Good. Good. All right. Aiden would be the winner then. Congratulations, Aiden. He's in at 186. All right. Let's talk about, raise your hand if you've flown this with flaps a couple times, folks. Please raise your hand if you've done this with flaps. Calder, are you doing this, buddy? Ethan, are you doing this? Aiden, are you doing this? Logan, Mike. Mike, you said on there, why would you do this bridge contest? Because you're starting to win $20 gift certificate. Not sure what the point. All right. Ethan, Calder, let's get on this. Aiden might have been doing screenshots, so we'll make sure of that. You can't. Oh, I'm sorry, Ethan. Come talk to me about this Lexon Lab. Yeah, we'll get the bridge. Aiden, how do I have a screenshot of Google Classroom? Take a screenshot, upload the file. Or send it to me in that email I just sent you, and I'll post it for everybody to see. Because the winner, people do want to see what the winning one was. So, all right. Most everybody saw this. Hopefully you see on the questions that when you put those flaps down, when the flaps are extended, your airspeed's going to go down. Your drag is going to increase, but your lift is also going to increase. There will be some drag, but your lift increases, and that's all important, because if you slowed down and you didn't do anything to improve the lift, you would fall out of the air. In fact, there have been times where people they'll crash over New York, up Buffalo, New York. The plane landed just like if it dropped straight down, which was really weird. Usually planes are going forward when it crashed. And what happened was they were trying to land. They had iced the wings. The pilot was tired, and and their co-pilot, this guy flying and the co-pilot, and she dropped. She pulled up the flaps, which pulling up the flaps at a slow airspeed, the plane couldn't stay in the air. It fell right out of the air, which really was a tragedy. Everybody on board was killed. Ethan, and you got to talk to me wide later what's going on there, buddy, so we can get you squared away in the future. All right. Now, let's go on. There's two types of drag here. I do want you to get that. There is drag. Drag would decrease it. Lower air means less left stalling. Parasitic drag and induced drag. Parasitic drags your body fuselage going through the air. Put your hand out, a fist out in the window, going 60 miles an hour. You'll feed it. Yeah, you know, one way to think about drag is varies with speed. A simplified version would be speed equals drag squared. That means change in airspeed results in even greater change in drag. It's squared. So a 10 mile an hour per hour speed difference is a lot more drag than just simply 10 more. All right. And you see in cars, so many reasons why cars look alike is because that's the optimum drag on that car. They're trying to reduce parasitic drag. All right. So then the next kind of drag is called induced drag. When you actually create an airplane, and if you put up the lift vectors on X-plane, you'll see it. As you increase lift, you generally increase a little bit of drag, but it's usually 100 units of lift to 1 unit of drag, so it's really a good deal. You don't care, and your plane's going up in the air anyways. You're just flying slower. All right? So a little bit of drag's fine in that case. Now, as long as you have more lift, because lift is what's overcoming the gravity there. Now, let's go to lesson 5 real quick. Thrust is the next cool one. This one we're going to now start practice landing the airplane. We're going to get the Cessna again. It's going to be clear. We're going to come in on that runway, same one we did as the approach before. As you fly, you're going to reduce the throttle. You don't change the altitude by pointing the nose down. Use the F1 key. All right, and then F1 shuts it way down. F2 somewhat 3. You got F1 kills it. F2 somewhat. F3 increases. F4 full blast. I may have just gotten that backwards. Give me a second and I'll look. All right, now here I'll show you how that works. So let me go up here. So I want you all to go back up here, go to the aircraft. Let's go quick flight setup. This time we're going to change the aircraft to a Cessna. I don't know why my Cessna is looking so weird. There it is. So the mine's loading up right now as we speak. So I'd like everybody to do it. There we go. Cessna's there. Again, I'm going to go to aircraft locations, like global air map, just 3 nautical miles in. Here I am coming in. Now, what we're showing you is 2 ways we can do this. You can sit there, and there's your throttle, and you can shove it or push it or pull it back in that way. You can also, which might not show it here very well, if I unpause this, yeah, there's let's full in. One pulls it out, slowing that down, pull it and back. Now I'm just going to fly this just so we can see what this is doing. Of course, my joystick was not playing well with me right now, but that's all right. So watch. If I hit F1, I'm trying to get this about 1800. That's where you want to be at with this. And you can do it 1 of 2 ways. Hit the F1 or F2 key or shove the throttle this way. We can land using throttle. All right? That's what I want you to do. Go ahead, practice landing. Okay. Thank you for explaining that, Ethan. All right. Ethan, just make sure you send me a picture of the bridge so I can put it on Google Classroom for you, okay? All right, thank you. All right. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and fly and try practice landing that. There are, as you change the throttle, there's where the throttle is. You look at your RPMs on the bottom line here. And then there's a thing called PAPI. See how that's white light and red light there? White and red. White and red. All red, you're too low on your approach. Half red, half white, you're on the right approach. All white, you're too high on your approach. Once you tone it down, hit the brakes. Hit B for brakes. And then you can strike down. You can use full flaps and try the same thing. And then when we come back, practice doing that. This is the hardest. On an airplane, this is the hardest thing to do on an airplane is landing it. That's why when you're learning how to fly, again, I'm not a pilot, but I did solo an airplane. I got in it, flew with nobody else in and landed. It was a blast. I hope to later do some more flying again. When I start flying again, I'll just practice taking off the runway, flying around and landing it again, over and over again. Because honestly, landing was to me the hardest part. My flaps are not working, Aiden. I don't know, hit the F1 and F2 key on your, excuse me, on the flaps. F1 and F2 is throttle. I think we just said it was F3 or F4. Let me go back and look. Yeah, I think it's F3 and F4 on flaps. Or 3 and 4 on flaps. Let me go back and bear with me, I'm sorry. Let me check on flaps. I think it's F1 and F2. Landing is 1 and 2. 1 and 2. for throttle. Let me go back here and just confirm. Bear with me, I'm waiting for my webpage to come up. I don't know why it's dragging, but it is. I'm going to go restart this back up too. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on with now. Yeah, it's time to go, Ethan. Thank you very much. You guys can go. For some reason, all of a sudden, my website's down where we get our reference stuff. So let me back this up. Let me see if it'll show up. All right. There we go. I'm going to check for drag for Aiden here. Remember, we have webinar Wednesday. We don't have it next week or the following Mondays. It's spring break for a lot of schools. One and two on your raise and lower your flaps. Excuse me, 1 and 2 to raise and lower your flaps, Aiden. F1, F2 to throttle. So that's where X-Plane 9 was a little bit dead. 9 and 10 are definitely. Bye-bye, Ethan. Do we have lab next Thursday? No, we will have it the following Thursday. Look on the calendar. We'll get you set. Next Thursday's break for everyone. And then we go into, got April and the beginning of May for these. All right, thank you very much. Okay, everybody have a good one now. Bye, 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 bye. Bye and bye, Calder. I landed, good. No, we don't next week. Bye, Cademan. Bye, Mike. Bye.